as the threats are going, there are vulnerabilities in the network, and there is a gross awareness amongst the people. There is an impetus to safeguard the networks, whether it's a banking and finance, whether it's a critical information infrastructure, whether it's a enterprise networks, or the other networks of any company, smaller or bigger. Whether the data is in cloud, whether the data is in the premise, there's a growing awareness to safeguard all those. And while we are always talking of the malware attacks which are being happening now, there are growing solutions which have come up. There's a lot of companies, homegrown solutions, which have also started taking shape, which are very good for the country. There's a national cybersecurity policy which is likely strategy which is likely to come up in 2020. We are actually looking forward for it, for shaping the future of cybersecurity in the country. Right. While there are being attacks, the antivirus attacks, or a malware attacks, or a ransomware attacks, or the APT attacks which are happening today. There's a shift from the signature-based attacks to the signature-less attacks. To identify these kind of attacks, it's only the anomaly which can identify these kind of attacks. And artificial intelligence, machine learning primarily is going to assist us in identifying those anomalies in any attack, in any organization, or an attack due to the malware. You have to understand that whenever a malware hits any network, the window of opportunity to identify that malware is only 10 minutes. And if it is not identified within those 10 minutes, it's going to be dormant for almost 248 days before it actually hits and does what it wants. If that be the case, those 10 minutes of identification makes a major role in tapping that malware. Artificial intelligence, for that matter, is the key to tap into those kind of vulnerabilities, the threats. Having said so, all the tools which are being developed are having machine learning as a component of their identification of threats and vulnerabilities in the network. The risks which are being identified are using machine learning, data science, and the artificial intelligence to give the right kind of input to the user. So primarily we look in for altogether a different set of solutions. We are more into endpoint security, where we are taking care of malware threats. We're also into the network security part of it, where we are giving the technologies such as zero trust to the organizations. Also, we are into the phishing solutions. We also give the solutions into IT and the OT part of it. The OT is somewhere gets lost, though it's very important to be secure today. That is the area where we are actually looking in for the solutions, and we are being able to provide successful use cases. In addition, you've been seeing a lot of social media attacks which are happening, or the social media crimes which are happening. So we are assisting the police in providing the social media solutions for them, whether it's a social media or it's a darknet. That's where we have our strength in, and we have a kind of solutions which really give them a real-time information into the social media threats, the darknet threats, and they're able to catch hold of the criminals. In addition, we also are into the auditing part of it. So it's online auditing for any organization is a bigger challenge, because still we are following the paper audits, and the online audit tool which we have does the complete asset management, to the patch management, to the configuration management, and the vulnerability management. It's in effect, it gives the threat intelligence to any organization. Those are some of the areas which we are aggressively working on today to safeguard the networks of the user.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.